Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for a great time here with the IHRA. It's time to go drag racing, and it is the IHRA Outlaw Nitro Series, and we have a stacked field for you here today. I'm Ken Stout, Tommy Johnson Jr. standing right alongside, and this guy has won in two of the classes we're going to feature here today, both Top Fuel and Fuel Funny Car. However, he has not won in Top Fuel Harley. We're going to feature that one as well. You got one to work on, bud.
I'll drive both fuel cars, but no way I'm driving a Top Fuel Harley. I love to watch them, and they put on a great show, but no way. I'm out.
I'm with you there 100%, and they are a lot of fun to watch. We'll have them inside of the show here as well. They threw down some big numbers, carrying that front tire all the way down through there until they find the finish line, of course, on that massive back tire. However, the fuel classes really put on a show here in qualifying. We look forward to elimination.
How about an all 3-second Top Fuel field? All 8 cars, under 4 seconds. Great qualifying effort. Now let's see what they can do on the race day. Funny cars? Same as well. Great show in qualifying. Now let's see race day.
Enough chatter here in the booth. Let's go racing. Jody Austin will be in the far lane out of Aubrey, Texas. 3-time Outlaw Fuel champion and 2-time World Fuel Altered Nationals champ will pair up with our #1 qualifier. Jody qualifying in the 8th slot with a 5:02. Will take on a very tough Del Worsham.
Del Worsham coming out Q1 409. No issues at all. Then come out last night, got a little aggressive.
Del Worsham currently holding both ends of the world record. ET 4063, 317.79. Has been good over here. Made it to both final rounds. Won at Milan.
Solid drag race against Mike McIntyre here. Just come up short. Both of them running the 4.0, so Del needs to keep her going.
Woo! Worsham way over by the wall. Goes 439, 217. Driving the wheels off of that one, 463 for Austin.
Yeah, Del having some issues. I'm not sure. You couldn't see from that angle if it had a hole out or not, but car started pulling him to the left, so I'm pretty sure it did have a hole out on the left side to slow down like that and have Del pull it over towards the wall. So Jody, he did everything he could. That car has probably one of the better runs that car's made, and he just needed Del to make a mistake. But you can see right there, you see the hole go out on Del's car, pulling him to the left out of the groove. He was able to hang on for the win. Jack Wyatt, the left lane. McKellen Haddock, the right-hand lane. You might recognize the name Haddock. His dad, Terry, coming up a few pair later.
One pass a day ago for McKellen. Qualified him #7, put a 477 on the board with a really soft setup inside of the car as he gets used to the category. Body's back up, final adjustments being made. Walk us through that. What are they doing, bud?
They're checking the oil pressure, checking the idle. Some of them check fuel flow. So then you pull that dash off. There's no reason for that dash to ride along with the driver. They're expensive, and anything happens, maybe a fire underneath the body, burn it up, so there's no reason to go because the driver's not going to be looking at it going down the racetrack. So take it off and send them.
Whatever's done is done.
Yeah. Saw Jack White having issues the first couple of races, blowing the tires off early in the run, and yesterday able to make it on down through there and much better run, get it off the starting line and get it going down the racetrack.
Driver out of Seymour, Iowa, and Haddock coming out of Texas. That team trying to prep 2 cars here today. They'll be very busy. Haddock rolled in a little bit deep. and goes red because of it. Way over there by the center line, and now way over there by the wall.
He tagged the wall. I saw him hit it. Yeah, he bounced her off there. So trying a little too hard.
Handful of steering wheel there.
He just learned what funny cars are all about. You are not the boss, they are. Took a shot at the tree. He knew Jack was going to probably outrun him, so he took a shot. He rolled it in, put the top bulb out, trying to throw Jack off his game, and then just looked like he went 1, 2, 3 and hit the throttle. And 1, 2, 3 was too quick. To add insult to injury, he ran around down there and tagged the wall. So
hats off to Jack White.
Yep.
A new personal best for him as well here with the IHRA. That 422 with a 7, 271.74. Dan Hicks, fresh off of a final round from our last event, will line up alongside Eric Stevens. Hicks qualifying number 3 with a 439. Stevens in the number 6 slot with a 462. Burnouts complete. Round 1 of eliminations for Fuel Funny Car. Great side-by-side battle. The better of the two is going to go to the near lane, and Dan Hicks puts a 431 on the board. The better reaction time to Eric Stevens with an 073 light goes 450, 12 hundredths, the margin of victory at the other end. And our final pair here, as you look at Dale Creasy Jr.'s Tech Pack back machine, backing that one up after the burnout. Two-time IHRA World Champ going back to 2006, 2007, and was well on his way to his third when he had a mechanical failure inside of that car, caused catastrophic damage both to the car and his physical person. So he had to recover from that and make his way back. In the meantime, Terry Haddock went on to win the championship that year in 2008. Also 2023-2024 Stampede of Speed champion as well, the Texas Motorplex. So two very accomplished drivers out here with a lot of seat time.
yeah, Terry's only 2-5 against Dale Creasy, so got his work cut out for him again today if he's going to get around Dale Creasy. And we just watched Terry's son go out there and red light and smack the wall, and Terry was a little late getting up here, so obviously he was concerned about that issue.
Rematch of the first round at Columbus back in July. That was won by Terry.
Well, that's one of the two.
That's one of them. Terry in trouble early on. This is going to be old Dale Creasy over there by the wall.
Boy, did he hit the wall? That header looks awful flat. That header looks awful flat. Now, did he hit the wall after the finish line or before the finish line? That's the important part.
And do they call the wall out of bounds here at this racetrack?
They do if you
graze it.
Do it before the finish line.
Yep.
It's flat.
I don't see any white on it.
It's flat.
Yeah.
Yeah. My eyes are better than yours.
You're smarter than I am, too.
Terry's car up in smoke instantly, right at the hit of the throttle. You see Dale's car, he'll put a cylinder out right here on the left-hand side. Right there, just pulls him to the left and trying to stay with it there. He shuts it off, but, man, the momentum, it's just pulling you over there. And that is, I think that looks like it was past.
Told you it was flat.
Yeah, that's
Look at Terry. Terry's car right at the hit of the throttle. Turn that one sideways.
There goes the cylinder out, pulling it right over to the wall, and bang. But I'm pretty sure I saw that orange cone on the wall go by before he hit it.
Stay with us. We'll be right back to Ohio for more exciting action. Welcome back to Hebron, Ohio with the IHRA Outlaw Nitro Series. We're going to shift gears. We will go into Top Fuel Harley. Bob Malloy, better known as Opie, dominated this event when we were here in Columbus. #1 qualifier, made it to the final and won. He'll line up alongside Ryan Peary, and Peary a tough player. #4 and #5 qualifiers. Look at Peary riding that thing front end up, man. Malloy has to get out of the throttle early. It looks like Ryan's going to hang on for the win here with a 544, 202 mile per hour.
Yeah, we saw Malloy the last time we were here just dominate the field and take the win. And out of here first round, Ryan Peary, nice job. I love watching that thing carry the front end. I don't want to ride it carrying the front end, but they're fun to watch carrying the front end. Look at that thing. That's awesome. Sitting it down nice and straight. 544.
Visors down. Smith in the far lane will manage that one to the stripe. Manhandles that thing. 536, 202.89. That's a really good lap. In fact, the quickest lap of the weekend. Jordan Peterson qualified #1 with a 536 as well, but the third digit was an 8. We've got a 2 here, so Chris Smith with a really good pace right there at 202.
Doing a great job. Once again, carrying that front end. Wow. Shoots out to the win.
As we take a look at Tracy Kyle and Paul Anderson. Paul Anderson qualifying #3 with a 543. Well, 536 to a 543, 1-3. And a good battle right here. Another fantastic effort. The win is going to go to Tracy Kyle. Tracy Kyle qualifying #6, but puts it together on race day with a 543, 057 light. Beats him at both ends of the track. That's how you get it done on Saturday, Eliminations Day.
These guys basically swapped ETs. That's what they qualified, but it was the other bike that qualified with those numbers. They just swapped ETs in the first round. So Kyle getting her tuned up, picking up about a 10th and getting the win.
That'll put him against Chris Smith, #2 and #6 qualifiers in round 2. Next up, 2 big hitters here in the Top Fuel Harley category. It's going to be Jordan Peterson, your #1 qualifier, Jay Turner. Qualifying at the bottom of the field, very unlike him in the #8 spot. Of course, the multi-time champ will have to do his homework. We'll see what he's got on race day for Jordan Peterson, who's been a rocket ship. The signature right leg out for Peterson, but it's on the other side. And Jay Turner, the Bulldog, doing what Jay Turner does. An 022 light. He really struggled, never found the finish line under power yesterday. Puts it together here on race day. A 539 with a 3.022 light. That's what the champ will do to you here when it comes time for eliminations. Keep your eyes on the far lane. Front end up, man. Look at that bike. That's how you get one done. The multi-time IHRA champ will go to round 2.
Up here, and we just talked about it, your reaction time, 0.022 light. Do you think your reaction time won you that race?
I don't know. I haven't seen a ticket, but Jordan's a damn good racer, and you got to do everything you can to try to you got to bring your A game. And we did it, and you know, we had a really bad day yesterday, and I knew that we needed everything we could get, and it paid off. But like I said, he's a really good racer, and you got to have your stuff together when you run him.
Well, you definitely had your A game on. Going into round 2, what expectations have you set for yourself?
I don't know. I was just thinking about how bad we were yesterday and just wanted to get through first round. But, you know, I'm going to run Ryan. He's a really good. We're semi-teammates, and he's just done another strong runner. Everybody out here is good. And, you know, racing's fun. win is better, but, you know, it's a great day.
Well, congratulations, Jay Turner. We're going back to the booth. It's hot down here. They're cool inside. Back up to you guys.
Thank you.
Don't go anywhere. We look forward to the action that's coming up. Who's going to win the next round? It's stop number 3 here in Ohio with the IHRA Outlaw Nitro Series. Let's get out to the track.
I'm curious as to whether or not some of these miscues we're seeing on track are related to the change in the weather. Last night when these cars qualified, the temperature outside was average of 53 degrees. Earlier this morning when they were getting their cars set up back in their pits, the temperature was around 60. Right now it is 70 degrees as these cars are taken to the track. So a lot of adjustments, even on the fly. And I checked in with a few of these teams. They have their laptops open. They're trying to adapt to the cloud coverage as it's rolling in and out. But definitely a challenging track that they're going to see out there today because it is so different than the track they qualified on.
You're watching the IHRA Outlaw Nitro Series. Round 1 of eliminations for Top Fuel. In the near lane is Krista Baldwin. She'll line up alongside Lex June, the winner at our last event up in Milan, Michigan. Lex June qualifying number 5, went a 388. No shoots down to the sand, but did not put it in the sand. Krista Baldwin with a nice lap at 387, qualifying in the number 4 slot.
Yeah, Lex June on the burnout. It didn't sound like it had enough throttle stop and barely did the burnout, but don't think it'll affect the run at all.
Top bulbs on. Here we go. Kristen does a good job at the starting line. She's going to hang on for the win. 0.63 light to an 0.68, really close at the start. But she puts a 395 on the board, 255 miles per hour.
Nice job by Krista Baldwin. She's got a really good race car this weekend, doing a nice job of driving. And we saw that car in qualifying moving around, and Kristen did a great job of steering it to the finish line and come out first round and laid down another 395. You can see Lex's car put a cylinder out on the right side right there, and that's all it takes. We were talking about lane choice earlier today and how everybody thought that the left lane was better, but we've seen a lot of guys in the Pro Mod and Pro Stock category taking the right. Don't have a problem with it. The fuel cars, it was unanimous. Everybody loved the left lane. The bump was really upsetting these cars, especially when you started to pull on it with the clutch.
Mitch King in the far lane. Bulbs are on. Mitch King too early.
There you go. 378. We got our first 370 pass.
How about that? 378 and 330.88 miles per hour. Nicely done right there. Both ends of the record. Incredible effort out of Jasmine Salinas. They came out here last night and the 60-foot time was there. We knew it was in the car.
Yeah, we heard Sean Reed earlier talk about his 322. Oh, he says it's going to get beat easily. Somebody will beat that. They'll be running 330 for long. And right there, we saw 378, 330 by Jasmine Salinas. A lot straighter on the top end. And what's that bring? 330 miles per hour.
I'm up here with Krista Baldwin. Now, we just heard that run Jasmine won. So the all-women's final that Kristen Beat was talking about earlier since 1998 could still happen. What would that mean to you as a woman driver in drag racing?
I mean, not even as a woman, just a driver in general, just to get to a final is such a huge feat in one of these cars. I mean, it looks like we're just hitting the gas and going straight. Believe me, there's a lot of heart and a lot of hard effort that goes into these cars. But man, it's cool to see that me and my girl Jasmine are, we could probably make this work. So it's exciting, but man, I got to give up to Fred Spell and Redline Oil and Composite Specialties and RevChem. Man, thank you for having me out here. And man, it's always good when you have a first round win.
Our next pair will feature Doug Foley and Larry Dixon Jr. Great to have Dixon back in the house with us. Good to see him back inside of a car competitively. Did run the two-seater out here. 3-time Top Fuel World Champ. Winner to face Krista Baldwin, side-by-side battle. Great effort out of both. And it's going to have to wait for another day here for Doug Foley.
No shoots on Larry Dixon's car. You can see on the top end, is he going to get her stopped?
Sailing out the other end. And gets it stopped
right
just
before.
I mean, that's almost
nice
mirroring
job,
what Lex June did last night.
It is.
Right
just
there
like
at the sand.
Nice pass, 385 by Larry. You can see right there, making some moves, and Larry staying with it. You know, he shut it off yesterday on the one run. He said, I shut it off as moving around and went a 399. This today, race day, it's a little different. You stay in the throttle and doing a nice job getting it to the stripe.
Glad he got that thing stopped. Nicely done.
Jasmine Salinas, a nice run, 378. Were you happy with it, and what do you expect from that car in round 2?
You know, that was a good A to B run. Top end was pretty bumpy. Thought my tire blew or something, so we'll figure out why it felt like that. But you know what? That was a good, clean run. We've been sitting there for a while in the staging lanes, so you know, all you want to do is hit the gas and go. Yeah, we'll see what happens for next round.
Well, good luck in that next round. That's Jasmine Salinas. Thank you.
We were wondering how Sean Reed would feel after that wreck. Obviously, getting back inside of the car, went out there in his first hit, set a mile-per-hour record at 322. That, of course, was just surpassed here in round number 1 by Jasmine, but a really solid pass here for Sean, and went 3.85. So a nice rip right there, and you can see Forrest Lucas logo on the side of his cage as well. He's a 9-time drag boat champion. 5 of those were regional championships, 4 of those national championships, running with the Lucas Oil Drag Boat Racing Series. He has much appreciation for that man on the side of his roll cage, as we all should. It was so important to motorsports. Boy, great side-by-side battle. That's what we love to see. How about a win by just 12 thousandths of a second, and it's going to go to Sean Reed. An 055 light to an 059 light. A 383 beats a 384. That's what they call a good old-fashioned drag race right there.
Great side-by-side race. 55 to a 59 light. Almost dead even on the starting line. Side-by-side all the way down. Todd Payton right there with him the whole way. 383 to a 384. Incredible drag race. Wow, what a great job.
You're watching the IHRA Outlaw Nitro Series, and we'll be right back. Funny Car coming up here next. We've got our fuel classes, Funny Car, then Top Fuel, and then Top Fuel Harley will be the next 3 categories that come up as we take a look. Just a beautiful evening here. Temperatures are dropping. Horsepower in the air. Semifinals in Fuel Funny Car. Del Worsham, one of the best. 1992 IHRA Funny Car champ. 2011, he won a championship in Top Fuel. And another Funny Car championship, 2015. So extremely accomplished if you're not familiar with him. One of the nicest guys on the property. He and his father, Chuck, raced together for many, many years. We wish Chuck all the best, and though he has some health issues happening there. I promise you he'd love nothing better than to watch his son in a race car, though.
Absolutely. Dale been in both final rounds of Funny Car class this year at the first 2 races and looking to go 3 for 3.
Terry Haddock in the far lane. Rematch of the semifinals here a little bit earlier in July. And yes, Dell won it, as Tommy just mentioned. He made it to both finals, so see if he can keep the streak alive. Candles lit on both sides, way over by the wall. I'm not sure that Terry didn't tag the wall there in the far lane, in the right-hand lane. And Dell will get the win here, 408, 318 miles per hour. Yeah, let's watch it again. Let's see if Terry gets into the wall here.
Dale's car making a nice move right there. Terry right with him. Then you see something going away on Terry's car, and man, eating it up, making it move. Yeah, it changed direction pretty good there, so I'm going to guess that it bounced it off the wall. A little fire underneath the body, but goes out pretty quick.
Another rematch here in the semis. This one from Milan. Hicks zinging that thing up a little bit.
Yeah. I'm going to say there's no squall stop on that one for the burnout.
Hicks getting the better of Wyatt in that semifinal run at Milan. Able to make it to the final round against Worsham, where he missed a little bit to Worsham. Worsham now 3 for 3 here this season. Wyatt's last attempt out, a personal best for him. 422 with a 7, 271 miles an hour.
Jack keep it lit all the way to the finish line. He's going to run it down there, and they get her close to the Worsham numbers. He so far a 426 in qualifying, didn't make it all the way to the end, and the 422 that first round happened to shut it off a little early. So getting a little further each time, and if he can make it running all 8 all the way to the finish line, we'll definitely see those numbers improve again.
431 for Dan Hicks, 293 miles an hour. Team Heat Seeker Racing, 5-time winner of the March meet at Famoso. How about that? Of course, a huge race out there in Bakersfield. Fresh off that runner-up finish debut event in Milan. We'll see if he can do it again and make it to the final round. Here we go. Oh, top ball out. He rolled in deep. Hicks is going to get it. Rolled in a little bit deep right there. 038 light, won't matter. 436 here. So pretty close to that 431 effort that he had in the previous round, but he's going to lose a little bit of ET because he knocked that top bulb out.
Exactly. He knew if Jack went down the racetrack, he was not going to win this race. So trying to pull out every stop he could, go roll her in deep, maybe throw Jack off a little bit, or if he can get a little bit of an advantage off the starting line and just stay ahead of Jack. And didn't need it, but it worked. Jack's car shutting off early. The chute's coming out, so obviously something wrong in setting off the safety system that throws the parachutes, and Dan Hicks on down the racetrack.
I'm up here with Dale Worsham. You got one more run to finish the job. What's the mindset going into it? It's got to help that this final is just like it was in Milan.
Yeah, it's same guy. The only problem with racing the same guy over and over is that odds just kind of get against you at times. But Dan Hicks is running great. He got himself down the track. He puts himself in a good position. But that time we got down the track. First round was not a very good run. We just made some mistakes, some tuning problems. But that run there, 408, right back on track again. Car felt good. Have the Hedger equipment people here with us. Excited to have a new sponsor on board with us this week at Emperor Dragway 42. And always Toyota, and CP and Color Fast. So wife's here. My whole family's here. We're pretty damn excited and looking forward to this final with Dan again.
Well, congratulations on a great run. We look forward to seeing you in that final. That's Dale Worsham.
Excited, and rightfully so, as we continue on here. Up next will be Top Fuel. Good battle here. Larry Dixon Jr. with the car fired up against Krista Baldwin. Pretty good drag race going on out here, Dave. Bird's eye view. Good stuff here as we take a look at some of the rules in the Top Fuel category. Fixed rear gear, or standard rear gear, I should say.
Two parachutes for a reason. Larry Dixon not having them come out last round, stopped it right before the sand trap, and said he was going to wire the levers so when he does throw the chutes that both of them come out at the same time, and that would be a good idea after that first round, one getting caught in the wheelie bar and almost putting it in the sand.
Scott Graham working on Krista Baldwin's car chief Dan Minnick. Third generation racer, of course, as we talked about her a number of times. Her father, Chris Karamasinas, the Greek, the Golden Greek. legendary drag racer. And I got to tell you, man, that Larry Dixon name.
Been around.
Yep, big status here as well. Here we go. Candles go out first there for Krista Baldwin. That's going to open up the door for Dixon Jr. to seal the deal, and he does so. 0.47 light, 0.69 for Baldwin. Both drivers doing their job at the starting line. 4.19 will be good enough to get Dixon into the final round.
Yeah, it wasn't the prettiest run we've seen all weekend, but just enough for Dixon to get the round. You see a flash out of Dixon's car. Kristen's shutting it off, and Larry's car, you could hear it on the starting line, just laying over, nosing over in a 4.19. It got him the win.
Dan Hicks, I just told Dale we have a rerun of the final in Milan. Now you have to have a little fire lit under you to come out on top this time.
Oh, we would love to come out on top. Same thing, though. We're a little bit of the underdog, but our performance is improving. We just keep pecking away at it, making some moves that we think are right, and it looks like we're going in the right direction. Man, that thing had so much clutch dust. I was just a black cloud inside. I couldn't see squat. I was searching, looking for the wall for the finish line, and never seen him. And hot damn, here we go. We're going to the finals again. And happy birthday to my dad. Love you, Dad.
Congratulations, Dan Hicks. Happy birthday to Grandpa Steve, and we'll see you in the finals. That's a good birthday gift for him.
They fire up the next pair. This will be a good one. Jasmine Salinas and Sean Reed. Sean Reed 1 and 2 against Salinas.
Cool to see Brian Karate up there starting that car. Helping out this weekend when Rob Winland's off marrying people. Jasmine Salinas, 330 miles per hour that first round.
Yeah, big pass. Both ends of the record here for the IHRA. 378 with the 330 miles per hour. As Tommy just mentioned, Sean Reed, 383, 324. I mean, it's not like he's light years behind. That's 0.05 of a second. They have to get up on the wheel. 0.55 light to an 0.54 light. Both of them were right there.
Key to this drag race is going to be see if Sean Reed can get past that troublesome spot for these fuel cars, about 300 feet out. If he can get through there, he's got a shot.
Top Fuel Harley's pulling up next. Top bulb on. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Who's going to the final round against Dixon? Reed on and off the throttle, trying to get back around her. Can he make it happen? And it's gonna. 4.75, 0.78 light to an 0.60 light. Jasmine had him at the starting line, had to get out of the throttle, slap that thing right back down, and puts a 4.75 on the board. It'll be good enough to get him to the final round against Larry Dixon Jr. Not pretty, but it don't matter how you get there. You just got to get there.
Ugly wins are still a win. No, Sean did a great job. He went out here, comes loose real early, shook right there, lifts. Then she goes just a little further and has problems. Comes out of the throttle and doesn't get back in it. Sean sees her, gets back in the throttle, and did all he could to get it there first and go into the final round. Oh, look at that tire shaking Sean's car. Her car doing the same. He's back in the gas.
Ken just told me your first final round since 2015 in Las Vegas. How are you feeling right now?
Well, I guess in the United States, yeah. It's neat. I mean, we went through, that was a terrible run, but I guess it was better of the two worst ones, you know. It went out there, it really felt like it had a cylinder out, and she started to pull away, and I'm like about ready to give up the ghost, and all of a sudden she dropped back fast. I just hung on to it for a little bit longer and clicked it off to try to not kill our engine, you know. But yeah, final round, it's neat. I won a race down in Australia a few months ago, so I don't know. We'll see what we can do with it, but at least we're here.
You're here, you made it to the final. How do you carry that momentum from that win in Australia?
It ain't me. It's your guys. It's all your people that you surround yourself with. You got Tony Shortall and John Schaefer coming out this weekend, but you know, Matt, James, and Chad, and my son Luke. Everybody's doing a great job with the car. You know, I'm trying to screw it all up, driving you know into the cornfields across the street, and then try to mess the engine up on that one. But they keep making it, giving me enough horsepower to get the win lights, and let's see if we can get one more.
Well, congratulations, Larry Dixon. We look forward to seeing you in the finals. Thank you so much.
We'll give him that. We'll give him that win in Australia. You raced down there.
Absolutely. Those are great wins.
They all count. Competition's tough. We shift gears and we go into Top Fuel Harley. Ryan Peary, Jay Turner, big battle right here under the tent. And, by the smallest of margins, it's going to go to Jay Turner. A little bit better reaction time, puts a 5:39 on the board to the 5:41 for Ryan.
That's about the best drag race out of the Top Fuel Harleys I've seen in a long, long time. Great side-by-side drag race.
And back-to-back 5:39s for Jay Turner. Looks like he's figured it out.
Ooh, look at that front wheel left. Oh.
Sean Reed, welcome back to the finals. What's your mindset going into this last race against Larry Dixon?
Well, you know what? The track's going to get tougher. It's getting cold. Dew point's coming up. It's going to be, I couldn't even really see with my face shield there. So, it's going to be a heck of a battle. I mean, Larry Dixon, come on, man. I'm almost starstruck by the guy. But you know what? Our car's running okay, and, the guys are working hard, and it's good for them. And, if I can come out here with a few bucks after everything that's been going on around me lately, it'd be pretty cool.
Well, congratulations. We look forward to seeing that final, that Top Fuel final, guys. It's going to be a good one. Congratulations, Sean Reed. Thank you.
Yeah, that'll be a good one, no doubt. Got to give some love here, to Ryan Peary and Jay Turner as well. 0-20 light, 0-13 light in that side-by-side battle. As we continue on here, Tracy Kyle and Chris Smith, the next pair here for Top Fuel Harley. These guys were good in the previous round, 5:36 to a 5:43. The quicker of the two, Chris Smith, and he's in the far lane. Look at that front end way up in the air for Tracy Kyle. Holy smokes, man, and he's going to grab the win with a 5:39 and a 7. He's right back in the party there with Jay Turner. How about a pair of 5:39s going to the final round, and 0:32 light as well. He is ready to play.
He got the shootout, but he was late getting on the brakes. He was trying to keep it out of the way of Chris Smith, and did a great job. Start to finish, awesome job. Look at him carrying the front end. Wow, that thing's way up in the air.
Way up there, dude. Wow.
I have Jay Turner up here. Now, these guys are gnarly. You got one more race to get it done. What's it going to take on that thing?
Well, you're going to hopefully make a good, clean pass and cut a light and do your job and get down fast. But, who knows what's going to happen. You just got to, just got to figure out what you got to do and do it.
Now, you guys are all right there together.
Yeah.
You just got to find a little bit more. Any kind of changes you're going to go back and make in the pits?
Well, we'll go and look at the numbers and look at the data and try to predict what the weather's going to be whenever we run and the track temperature and make our best, worst decision.
Your best, worst decision. Y'all give it up for Jay Turner. We'll see him in the finals later. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Stay with us. We'll be right back to Ohio for more exciting action. Welcome back to Ohio. It's time for another round of exciting action with the IHRA Outlaw Nitro Series. We will shift categories and go into funny car. You know something about these.
Been down the track a few times in a funny car and a few times against that guy in that white car. Never against Dan Hicks, though, so Dale Worsham's got something on me now.
Dan Hicks has had a great weekend here as you take a look at the ladder. Qualified number 3. Got around Eric Stevens, then around Jack Wyatt. And Dale Worsham, of course, you would expect, our number 1 qualifier there, and just so much experience. Funny car champ. Been doing this for a long time. He's very, very good at what he does. So Hicks in the far lane, Worsham in the near lane.
Rematch of the final round in Milan a few weeks ago, and Dan Hicks is going to go down the racetrack. Dale Worsham's car, yes, it's going to be faster. If everything goes smoothly, Dale Worsham probably win this round. But Dale's got to get down the racetrack, and I mean, who knows what the track conditions are right now? I mean, on the top end of the track, we've been all these cars running the 8th mile. Now the fuel cars are going to go to 1,000 foot, and doesn't mean Dale's car's going to go right down through there. He's got his work cut out for. So Dan Hicks needs to go down the racetrack, make no mistakes to get around Dale Worsham.
Yeah, that's why they line them up, man. There's no gimmies here.
Dan wants a little revenge from Milan.
Worship in trouble. Thought he had it locked up, but no, he did not. And Dan Hicks right there stays on the throttle, drives back around him, and grabs his first ever IHRA Ironman as well. Becomes a 59th different winner in funny car.
Wow, like I said, Del Worsham has to go down the racetrack. Dan Hicks has to make no mistakes. Right there, oh, I can't believe Del said that. That was a great job of driving. Dan Hicks going around getting the win.
Here at the top end, the 200th national event for IHRA Funny Car, and it goes to the 59th different winner in category, Dan Hicks, who goes out there and runs another workmanlike 435, 295, gets it to the other end of the track, and gets his first Ironman. There's the man himself. Congratulations, Mr. Hicks.
Wow, what can I say? He was out on me like I knew he would be. I hung with it. Stuart, what do you got to lose? You're in the finals. You never know what can happen. Blew by him. I don't know if it was in time or not. I didn't think it was in time. I thought, man, there's a chance. And you guys waving me over here. I thought, holy shit, I think I did this. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. As a family, my sons are stepping up. Donovan's, you know, he and I together making the crew chief calls with some help. Other people, Clint Thompson and Ross Davison, and yeah, my wife Karen. Little Joe helping out on the bottom end, just relieved a lot of stress. Me and my brother Steve doing the top. Man, we're just kind of clicking. We're clicking, making little changes, seeing some improvements, trying not to hurt any parts. And here we are. Yeah!
Love that emotion, man. And it always gets turned up when the crew members show up, man.
Absolutely.
All those people that have been in the fight with you.
You see them small teams, and that'll be a big payday to that small team.
Let's go to Top Fuel Harley. We'll bring you the final round here. It's going to feature the 5-time IHRA champ. He's won actually many more championships than that. And of course, we're talking about the Bulldog and Jay Turner. And Jay Turner really struggling here. Almost did not get into the show and was in the number 8th spot. Just snuck in. But once again, on race day, guess who shows up?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we were thinking, Jay Turner's not going to make the program. What is that all about? And just barely got it in there, and here he is in the final round.
Yeah, kind of rare, too. Number 8 qualifier, number 6 qualifier in the final round. Tracy Kyle having a great day here, a 5:43 in round 1 and a 5:39 in round 2 to Jay Turner's 5:39 in round 2. So on paper, they are even. Here we go. How about a pair of 043 lights for both of them at the starting line, and the better of the two at the stripe is going to go to Tracy Kyle. Congratulations to him, beating one of the best of all time here with the IHRA and Top Fuel Harley.
Yeah, both those bikes left the start line carrying the front end. You can see both bikes side by side, front wheels in the air, and then something going away on Jay's bike, dropped that front wheel, and Tracy Kyle driving away.
Great final round. Watch it one more time. How about identical reaction times, 043s?
Look at that, both front end wheels in the air. About right here, sets it down, picks it back up, something goes away. You can see the smoke coming out of the pipes. Tracy Kyle onto the finish line.
Tracy Kyle's second IHRA national event win, first since 2015 at Baton Rouge. Congratulations, sir.
It's Jay Turner. Always a pleasure, brother. Yeah, I mean, you know, this thing came back alive this year, and we didn't think we'd ever get a chance to run for another Ironman. So, really stoked. Great weekend. Great job by the IHRA. It's awesome bringing this thing back. I need to thank Fairview Tavern, the Bad Apple Nation, all my help, my wife. Woo! I'm overcome. Awesome.
Congratulations again, sir. The Nitro Harley winner.
That's right. Thank
Tracy
you.
Kyle.
Woo! Oh.
Done. Congratulations. Special moment for sure. Always, what makes it even better is beating somebody like Jay Turner, right?
Yeah, you ain't kidding. That makes it better.
Okay, let's go to Top Fuel. The kings of the sport are ready to make some noise. We'll bring up our finalists.
Great story in this final round.
Larry Dixon and Sean Reed. Larry Dixon Jr., I should say. Larry Dixon Jr., of course, has had some success down in Australia, but it has been a long time coming here back in the States. And Sean Reed, of course, fresh off of that nasty crash that he had in the Northwest, comes back here, gets back in the car, and he is having a day.
Yeah, I mean, it takes a lot to get back one of these cars. So you have a bad crash, and Sean ended up losing a finger in that crash and healed up just 7 weeks ago, and here he is in the final round of his first event back.
Larry Dixon Jr., first final since Las Vegas 2015, to see if he can get the win here against a tough Sean Reed, a multi-time champion in drag boat racing. Reaction time's pretty close for both right there at the starting line, and it's going to go to Sean Reed. Wow, what a big day and a huge moment for Sean Reed. He certainly flexed his muscle earlier in the year as well. We know he can get the job done, but a 381 beats a 385 here, and if you go back to the starting line, he was a little bit tardy there and had to get back around, and so a very close drag race.
Yeah, the Top Fuel cars putting on a great show in the final round. Both of them in the 380s, close side-by-side race, but Sean Reed pulling it out on the top end.
Sean Reed with an epic comeback and return to racing. Just showed up hoping to see how it feels driving in this car and see how it's gonna, the pain, are you gonna be able to handle the pain? And you're walking home with an Ironman.
Yeah, you know, that's pretty cool, man. Ironman, never had one, never thought I'd get one, but hey, I'll take it, man. It's my first real big win, well, second big win. I won Bradenton once, but really pretty cool, epic. I mean, congrats to, my whole team, my whole crew. We worked 3 years almost putting this thing together and showing a little bit. The car's running good, and thanks to Larry Dixon, man. The guy's a legend. I'm almost starstruck by the guy, and to race him, it's just pretty dang cool, man.
We had a great day out here in Hebron, Ohio. Hope you enjoyed all the great racing action. We certainly enjoyed bringing you all of it here today. For Kristen Banks and Kristen Beat, along with my colleague Tommy Johnson Jr., I'm Ken Stout. We'll see you next time with the IHRA Outlaw Nitro Series.